What's up, Fit Gamers? Joey B/3 here. We got a fight scene breakdown from John Wick 2, Chapter 2. You guys have been asking a lot for something from this movie. So we're gonna bring you the knife fight between John Wick and Cassian on the train. Check this out. All right, so you've seen there from the fight scene. It's pretty simple, but there are some pretty cool details in there that we're gonna go over with you step by step here. So first, the fight scene starts out, we're both in the forward grip here, and we both have our knives out, right? And they both go for a thrust. At the same time, we capture each other's wrists. Now that we both have control, Cassian takes the upper hand here and uses double force with his knee here to drive that knife straight into John Wick's thigh. Ouch. John Wick removes that knife from his leg, and they still go back to that same position where we have control of the wrist. Now we're gonna push him back. From here, he's gonna come down on a diagonal strike. John Wick blocks that with his forearm. Force it down to his hip, and then give him a punch straight to the chest or solar plexus. Bang! Cassian still has his grip on John Wick's knife here. He comes again with that angle one, that downward diagonal angle. Now John Wick is going to bring this under his arm and tie up Cassian's arms right here. This is where the throw comes in. From this position, Cassian's still got John Wick's knife, and now John Wick has placed his arm right on his shoulder, tying up his arms. He uses both arms to throw him over his shoulder. Now Cassian goes to reverse grip. This is where the face-off pretty much happens here. So John Wick here is moving around. He gives him a quick jab. Cassian pats that away with his alive hand. And he does the same thing again. Now this time, Cassian's gonna grab the wrist, and he's gonna throw a slash to John's head. John's gonna duck. So right here, Cassian is gonna come with a backhand thrust. John is gonna meet him with his backhand thrust. Boom, and they meet forearm to forearm. Here, Cassian is gonna swing around the knife, grab the wrist again, and now he's gonna punch with his blade to John Wick's blade and push that knife to disarm it. Now Cassian's got an opening here for the thrust. He goes for his thrust. John stops that with forearm to forearm contact. He wraps the arm around, brings it up to his shoulder to get control. He's still got his wrist, so John's gonna use his knee to get that wrist off. Now he's got his hand free for some strikes. First, he goes down to the groin or the abdomen area here with a forehand hammer fist. Bang, right? Now he's gonna place some damage or try to dislocate the shoulder by coming over the top and smashing down on that shoulder again, trying to get rid of that weapon. Now he goes for a shin kick with those dress shoes on. That hurts. Those have some nasty hard soles. Bang! Right to his shin. He switches them around, and he goes for a knee thrust straight to the solar plexus. Boom! Now here is where Cassian counters. He goes for a groin shot. Bang! Knocks John right in the groin. Doesn't like that, so this is where he pushes him off. Ugh. This is where Cassian comes on down with that downward diagonal slash this time. John blocks that and then gives him a quick chop right to the neck or jaw area. After that quick chop, Cassian comes with a backhand. John meets that forearm, comes over the top with the other hand. This is where he's going to grab his shirt and his shoulder here on his clothing. So again, gain control of that knife hand. And then we're going to wrestle around here a bit. Cassian gives him a quick shot to the ribs, and then they wrestle around. This is where Cassian gets rid of John's grip with his knee, counters it, and now he's got his knife hand free. So this is where John grabs his sleeve, brings him over the top for another throw. Over his back. Cassian goes for a slash with the forehand grip to his legs. And then he switches to reverse grip into his left hand. John meets him, forearm and hand right there to stop that strike from coming through. Here, we're gonna sandwich the knife as this comes around. Now we got his hand trapped. From this position, we're gonna break his right hand grip off of his knife with an elbow down. From here, we're gonna come over the top, place our hand on the flat of the blade, turn it over to get our grip on the other side. Now the point is facing him. This is where we're gonna take this and double force it straight into that aorta, into his chest. Boom, right? So a few things we liked about this fight scene was the use of the knees to get rid of the grip or to double force that knife, into the opponent. At the beginning, Cassian uses his knee here and double forces that straight into John's thigh right there. That's a great way to take advantage of using your blade when your hand isn't available for use here. Also, when they have the grip here sometimes, they use their knee to break that grip off, so now they can use their weapon hand. Another cool moment that I really liked was that quick chop that John Wick gives to Cassian here. After he blocks that first one, bang, he's got the inside position here, so he might as well just give him a quick chop. That was a really good counter. First, he stops the incoming strike. He stops the flow of the blade, bang, by striking that incoming strike. And then he goes and counters straight to the jaw right away. That was a good counter right there. One of the things we didn't really like was some missed opportunities here when you have a knife in your hand. When he comes down with that diagonal with both hands here, Cassian has a double-edged knife. So he can bring that down and get a nice cut in there or something to counter John's block. Bang. And then obviously follow up with other strikes. Another thing we didn't really like was when they have this grapple here, he gets that shot to the ribs, bang, and he breaks off this grip here. Now John he doesn't hit him or anything, he goes straight into a throw and gives his back to Cassian here. He's free with that knife, so he could be thrusting and everything as he's throwing him over the top. It's not the greatest position. He's got to try to hit him first or try to get control of that blade before he goes for that throw. All right, so there you have it from John Wick, Chapter 2, the fight, the knife fight between Cassian and John Wick in the train. Again, some really cool counters here, breaking that grip with the knees, and then some, nice tapping and strike for those quick counters. But there's some missed opportunities in there as well. So leave your comments down below what you guys thought of the fight scene. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you know any martial arts that are being used in this particular scene. I'm just breaking it down step by step for you so you can understand what is actually going on. As always, game on, stay fit, and keep on training. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you all so much for watching.